guys, welcome back to Ferris Tutorials. In today's episode, we're looking at Tourism Unit 2, Module 3, Entrepreneurship. And guess what? We're on the final content, which is Content 7, which has to do with the components of a business plan. Want to find out more? Stay tuned. Tourism Unit 2, Module 3, Entrepreneurship. And in today's session, we're looking at the final content, which is Content 7, Components of a Business Plan. Now, let us look at the learning objective. By the end of the session, you should be able to outline a business plan for a tourism opportunity. And I know that you have some background knowledge of what the business plan entails because that is what you use for your IA, your internal assessment, right? You created a business plan for your business. But nevertheless, let us review the components of the business plan. And the first thing that we're looking at is what? Description of the product. Now, this defines what is the product or service that would be sold, right? The definition provides the tangible and intangible attributes of the product that will be important to the consumer or the customer. Communicating the look of the product or service can be done using photographs or prototypes, right? Next component is the mission, objectives, and legal structure. The mission and objectives outline the intent of the business and how it plans to differentiate itself from other similar businesses, right? The objectives should match the mission statement in that they will show the strategies that the business will use to bring its mission to pass. The legal structure, on the other hand, addresses the ownership associated with the business. Types of ownership include sole trader, limited liability company, incorporated, partnerships. Now, the different types of ownership affects the level of protection that the business can enjoy. All right. Our next component is market research, target market, and competition. Market research provides a justification for why the concept is possible. This justification is established through research in the target market via surveys, opinion polls, interview, or even focus groups. Now, the target market refers to the actual demographic that will buy the product or services. Is it for largely women? Is it for families, teens, or men? So when we're speaking about the demographic, we're talking about the categories of person, the particular age, the sex, the socio-economic background, etc., right? The target market can also be broken down into age group, as I said before, employment, level of educational or level of education. The research will show which target market is most likely to buy the product or service that is being developed. Good. Next component is the operating schedule. Now, the operating schedule provides the expected operating date of business, the number of employees that would be required to operate the business efficiently, the key suppliers, the peak capacity, and also service times. The operating schedule will help to avoid the quality problems that are often associated with small business failure, right? Our next component, which is very important also, is the financial plan. The financial plan discusses how the business will be financed, by who, by how much, and what period with what condition. Main sources of financing include banks, small loans, guarantee schemes, microfinancing, and even credit unions as well. Now, the financial plan will also demonstrate the budget projections, cash flow, and balance sheet, usually for 3 years ahead. And all of this information must be captured in the financial plan of the business plan, right? Now we're at our question. Outline the components of a business plan. Awesome, you've made it to the end of the session. Please remember to subscribe, like, turn on your post notification bells so you can be notified when there's another upload. Most important, share with